Commerce Alive Today presents
Souplantation and sweet tomatoes. The first Souplantation restaurant opened on Mission Gorge Road in San Diego in 1978. It was the idea of Dennis J., who was a bartender at Springfield Wagon Works, a pioneer in salad bars in El Cajon. Dennis's friends, John Turnbull and Scott King, were opening their first soup and salad restaurant, the Soup Exchange. Dennis was impressed with the new concept and introduced Steve Hoa, the Springfield restaurant manager, and Ron DeMurray, a bail bondsman and friend of John and Scott. Dennis, Steve and Ron decided to partner to create a parallel concept, the Souplantation. The two concepts grew side by side in a friendly, mutually supportive, yet competitive environment for several years. This restaurant and a second one in Point Loma were purchased in 1983 by Garden Fresh Corp, founded by Michael Mack to operate the chain. The company expanded across the American West and Southwest, and also opened locations in several Southeast states, including 23 restaurants in Florida. All of the restaurants were company-owned. In 2005, an affiliate of the private investment firm Sun Capital Partners purchased Garden Fresh and with it the restaurant chains. In 2007, a Souplantation restaurant in Orange County, California, was linked to an outbreak of E. coli. The restaurant closed temporarily while authorities investigated the outbreak. In October 2016, Garden Fresh Restaurant Corp., the owner/operator of Souplantation and Sweet Tomatoes, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. At the time, Garden Fresh was nearly $175 million in debt. In January 2017, the company said it expected to emerge from bankruptcy later that month, following a sale of the company's assets to New York-based private investment firm Cerberus Capital Management LP and its partners. Garden Fresh anticipated it would wind up with between 90 and 104 restaurants and significantly less debt. In 2017, Garden Fresh and its restaurant chains were purchased by the New York private investment firm Cerberus Capital Management. In March 2020, all of the restaurants closed due to state and local government-mandated shutdowns as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic. On May 7, 2020, the company announced it would be closing all Souplantation and Sweet Tomatoes locations permanently amid concerns that new federal guidelines recommending an end to self-serve stations would prevent local health departments from granting permits to restaurants with salad bars and buffets. Garden Fresh Restaurants, the parent company to both Souplantation and Sweet Tomatoes, filed for Chapter 7 liquidation with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court the following week on May 14. At the time of the announcement, the company had 4,400 employees and 97 restaurants. In May 2022, a Souplantation restaurant not formally associated with the former company was announced. The location was set to open in La Mesa, California, in mid-2022, but in July was delayed without a current opening date, and there are conflicting reports on whether the new restaurant will include recipes owned by the original company. Later reports indicate that the plans to reopen Souplantation on La Mesa are not happening and will instead be replaced by a Golden Life ADHD daycare. In March 2023, ST3 LLC purchased the exclusive rights and intellectual property assets of Souplantation/Sweet Tomatoes and plans to reopen one former location in Tucson, Arizona on Broadway and Wilmot Road. There are currently no plans to reopen other locations across the country.
Sweet Tomatoes, where old people go to eat pea soup.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.